Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
This is another example of this book ended up being shorter than we thought.
Conspiracy theories of Disney Dreamlight Valley with Ariel, folks.
This was the snotty tissue in the Ziploc baggies fever dream. That took an odd turn, buddy.
This is not an episode of Law and Order. This is an episode of Dateline.
Hot Frosty. I need to preface literally everything that's about to come out of my mouth with I do not find himbos charming or endearing.
Can we please give Gretchen Wiener's actual movies?
I am on top of the world today.
I mean, it feels like it.
Clearly winning.
I mean, clearly,
What happened to the thing this morning?
I think I forgot to hit the button, to be fully honest, because I got up and did it, and then it was fine. It's a me problem. I'm an idiot.
Well, because I was going to say, I even looked to see if you had put it in drafts, because sometimes you accidentally keep it in drafts, but it wasn't there. Because I catch that sometimes.
I didn't save draft. I literally had the screen pulled up at the full intention of everything.
So it was
and
like
then nothing.
halfway. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was like, I know she was like on the phone with me or whatever when she was like putting it in there. So I know like it's not that she just forgot.
Yep.
That's why I was like,
Yep.
I don't know what the problem is.
I'm the problem.
Well, you're not the only problem today, so
I know we are so fully not on things today, apparently. Oopsies. But you know what, Ariel? It's December's over. So
it is pretty fitting of 2024, to be honest.
it is our final episode of the year too. So yeah, I mean, it just makes sense that we would have some problems.
We are problems.
Yeah, you know that Taylor Swift song. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. For everyone who is curious, and I know that, the month's almost over and there's only one more episode after this for the year. So the specials are on YouTube as videos. I've been doing that for like what, the last month or so? And I have just started uploading the videos into Spotify. So all of your specials going forward, typically the day after, will have a video attached. So you can also watch the video on Spotify. And mostly I did it because this last special we did, we used the whiteboard feature.
Well, and we
And
recognize that maybe not everybody is following us on TikTok or Instagram, which you should, by the way. Why are you not if you're not? And seeing those little clips of us doing things, but this is more of
it's like an extra bonus for you guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, and going forward, I'm gonna try to do that because as of right now, going forward, all our specials are gonna be video and they'll all be on YouTube, which is slowly gaining traction over there. We're trying to include more things to expand ourselves because we can see the need for some people who want to look at our faces. Why you want to look at our faces, I don't fucking know. But I mean, I guess.
But if you are a Spotify listener, make sure that you like and subscribe and rate us. It helps. It goes a long way.
Yes, it does. It lets us know that the 6 of you who listen really love us. I just made Ariel almost choke on her Sprite.
Too bad this is not a special and not a video.
I know. But that's okay. But yes, maybe in the future we'll find a way to do regular episodes as video, but that is a future dream. It takes a lot of effort.
But yes, so
anyway, sorry.
Speaking of video and all that, this week's book is a little on the shorter side. So we ended up watching a movie that we're going to talk about at the end, and we have some things to talk about. But this week on Angie Saves the Holidays, we read The Billionaire Touch by Robecca Austin for our Kwanzaa week.
Yes.
This is another example of this book ended up being shorter than we thought. We went into it knowing that it was a novella, but it was another one of those where the last 25% of the book was a whole part of a new book. So it was shorter.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It was. that's
Way
fine
to end
because
the year.
I was just gonna say that. What a great way to end
Short and
this
sweet.
year. Short, sweet, to the
Bam.
point.
Yep.
Wham bam, thank you,
So
ma'am.
let's get to the point. I feel like we have had quite a few Spencer mailman characters this year.
Which is so weird.
It is odd. I just wanted to point that out and be kind of funny. But Spencer is our main male character in the Billionaire Touch. And Spencer was just arriving at his best friend Core's office building to meet him for their double date. He had to touch the germ-filled elevator button on his way, and that was just horrendous. Thank goodness there was a hand sanitizer dispenser right off the elevator. Nothing was going to stop this date. Spencer hadn't been on a date in forever, but he was determined to get out there and try. And also, he needed a little action. Just
Don't we
saying.
all sometimes?
So, a date. A double date.
A very
One,
important date. He's late. He's late for a very important date. Sorry, this is not Alice in Wonderland. I'm so sorry.
but Alice in Wonderland, the Cheshire Cat, is coming to Dreamlight Valley in a few months. And some of the characters, if you play Disney Dreamlight Valley, then you might know what we're talking about because Maleficent in the new update, her castle and surrounding is all decked out in this cool Alice in Wonderland thing. So there's this theory in the thing that we think that, or some people think that the Alice in Wonderland update is going to be that Wonderland is actually under the veil, and that's how like we're gonna like unlock Maleficent's castle and all this stuff.
Conspiracy theories of Disney Dreamlight Valley with Ariel, folks. Back to the book that I this was on me. My
This is your
ADHD.
fault.
I took a nap, so
But did you see that I did not help? I just kept it going. But anywho, this date though is a date that Core seemed to have forgotten about since he was knee deep in paperwork about to head off to a meeting. Core realizes his error and calls their friend Ren to replace him on the date. Spencer is not happy with this. This turn of events does not suit him. Ren is not a great wingman. No, no, no.
Ren
No, no, no.
wants everybody for himself.
I was kind of confused on why Ren sucked so much, but Core heads off to his meeting, and what's done is done. Ren is meeting Spencer in half an hour. Spencer turns to go when he collides with someone, resulting in coffee down the front of his shirt. Kate, who had been crushing on her boss's sexy friend for forever, had finally decided to make a move when the collision happened. Talk about a first impression.
Had weird feelings about this woman. She
Yeah.
gave me like does she give you like weird kind of like stalkery vibes? Okay.
Like keeps his used tissue
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't what?
Yeah. That she probably takes his used tissue that he throws away and keeps it on a shrine. Yeah. Yeah, she seemed like one of those. She apologizes. He asks where the closest restroom is, and she says to follow her. She guides him into Cora's office bathroom and tells him to take off his shirt. He's like, huh?
Yeah,
Because
I was like, girl, what is happening?
this escalated real fast. I mean, it was 40 pages, so it had to escalate real
But
fast,
still.
but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to help him get the stain out, she says. He says he's not taking off his shirt. She sighs because she probably would have saved that shirt with the used tissue, honestly. She says to at least untuck it. He complies, and she gets started. Spencer asks how she knew to go to this bathroom,
Well,
which honestly, I thought he was going to make a dig at her and he thought she was one of Core's girls, but that is not where he was going with this or anyone was going with this. I,
no.
I don't know. But Kate says
This
that
felt
all
like
the
a fever dream of a book.
yes,
Okay.
like this was the tissue savers fever dream. This was the snotty tissue in the Ziploc baggies fever dream. And
Gross.
we are just living in it.
Ugh.
That's okay. We can talk about Frosty later. Yeah.
So many words.
Oh, so many. Kate says that all the assistants know that he's a germaphobe. Okay. Like, so he wouldn't want to go to a public restroom, you know.
Okay, that
I
makes sense.
get it,
But it's
But like,
reaching.
yeah, it was very reaching.
It's reaching.
He
It was a
says,
lot of reaching.
yeah,
Sorry.
thus the fever dream. He says, nah, don't we all just have these like daydreams that are impossible and that would never happen in a million years? This is this woman's daydream where everything's
Yeah.
just like goes what you want it to go, and blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so this is what happens when you read too much fan fiction and then you sleep and then your dreams, those are those. It's the culmination of all of that. I swear we're not going to shit on this whole book. This was a
We're not
fucking
even
wild.
shitting on the book
We're
necessarily.
not.
We're
This
just
was like,
mostly shitting
because
on
here's,
Kate.
dude, Kate, girl, get your shit together and probably stop being weird.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he says, nah, not a germaphobe. And she says that he always takes a hit of that hand sanitizer dispenser like his life depends on it.
He does though.
Like, girl, number one,
Probably.
is it
Yeah.
drugs? It could be drugs. I mean, come on, it could be drugs. Number two, how dirty are your hands? I don't think I want your hands near me if you are that concerned about someone else using hand sanitizer. Number three,
Yeah.
how much are you watching this guy?
You have to ask.
It's kind of creepy. It's
Yeah.
not
You
cute
think?
so far. It's creepy.
No.
Like, I feel like this book could have had a cool twist at the end and she could have just murdered him. And like I wouldn't have surprised me. But this is a holiday book and that's not what happened. So,
It's not what happened at all.
though they didn't do very much for the holiday, so that was disappointing.
They just mention it
Yeah,
briefly.
I was very disappointed.
Just so you guys know, this is a Kwanzaa book.
It's supposed to be.
They mention Kwanzaa very briefly, and I don't
Yeah.
think it's like really
And she says she
Kwanzaa-y.
celebrates Christmas. Boo. Anywho, he tells her that she's exaggerating, but also that he's surprised she got close enough to spill coffee on him, as most people don't. The stain's not coming out, and he says, how much longer? She asks why. You got a date? Yes,
Yeah,
actually,
actually.
he does. In 40 minutes.
And why is it any of your fucking business?
Right? Like, can you spilled coffee all over him? Can you just fucking move on? Like, go away? If somebody just fucking ran into me and spilled coffee on me and then wouldn't leave me the fuck alone, I'd probably want to punch them. Just saying. I'm a
Well,
little feisty.
I don't think he would punch her because she's a woman and he's a man. You shouldn't do
Equal
that.
opportunity. You shouldn't punch anyone, really, but it shouldn't matter if you're
Fair,
a man or a woman. Just
fair,
saying.
but
I don't play that game. Then again, I had a coworker tell somebody else that they might want to just take their advice and fix something for me before I have to contact them because I'm not the nice one.
so I'm not the nice one. You're so funny. You're not though.
I know. She's so funny. I'm like, yeah, that'd probably be great. Can you do that?
We
I've been
come
waiting.
across as nice people, I think, but we're not.
So
We're
not
so
nice.
no.
Ahem.
Anyways, sorry.
Her heart sinks. She tells him she will get it washed for him quick and help him get ready for his date. Make up for it, you know?
Why?
Right, this was so weird. Like, fever dream is the right word for this. Everything was just like she was sitting there trying to fall asleep at night, concocting the most ridiculous story that like she wanted to play out with her crush as she like fondles the used tissue from the trash can as she's trying to fall asleep. She is like picturing what she in her perfect mind might happen and watches the story play out in her mind to help her fall asleep. This is her story.
These are their stories.
Dun dun.
The Law and Order's okay, I'm so sorry. Is this an episode of Law and Order? It probably had the potential to be.
In a phony Kwanzaa book.
Just here's the thing is so we really, really, really wanted to include all of the holidays because we like to
Right.
be inclusive. And we searched, and the problem is we want to
We had a hard
also make
time
sure
finding
we
a
do
lot of
want
Kwanzaa
we
books that were on Kindle Unlimited.
and that's the thing is we prefer to do Kindle Unlimited. It's more accessible, blah 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 blah. And that's what we basically our whole platform is. Occasionally we will do the odd books without them.
Usually
But
only if they're requests, but yeah.
yeah. But like it sucks because like we found the funny one for Hanukkah. Loved that with the alien. Loved that shit. That was
But they
great.
talked about Hanukkah the whole
A
time.
lot. And that's the thing is like we
And the
So,
like
and
the
that's
winter
the thing is
solstice
like
could have been better, but they talked about their version of winter solstice,
and
and that's
that's the
fine.
thing. The thing is like all the books we picked, we wanted to make sure that they centered around the specific holidays,
And
and I was
it's a
kind
whole
of
month of
disappointed.
holidays. I
It
was
was
too, not gonna lie. I kind of want a Kwanzaa redo.
so honestly, if anybody has any recommendations for a good Kwanzaa book, preferably on Kindle Unlimited, but I guess at this point, just give us one that's not
Yeah.
on Kindle Unlimited. Let us know so that we can give it a redo and like fix it
Yeah. We want a
because
Kwanzaa
I
redo.
was sad.
Big fat sad.
Big fat sad.
But anywho,
Anyway,
um,
sorry.
somehow this dude Spencer finds himself bringing Kate to his home to help him, which blows my fucking mind.
Yeah.
So they get to his house. Kate admiring a drum set he has near the door. He explains that he's part of a Big Brother program and that the drums are a Kwanzaa present for his mentee Amari, and that
There is your
Amari,
Kwanzaa reference.
seriously, no
That's
joke,
it.
and that Amari is playing them for like a school event. And then he brings her up to his closet where Kate looks through his clothes for a suitable outfit. Like that's the Kwanzaa reference.
That's it, which is
Like,
so upsetting.
right? So Spencer goes to take a shower. A, he's got coffee on him, and B, he's,
Got a woman in his house.
yeah, and a little aroused. So Kate is left to hear the sounds coming from the bathroom. Second week in a row of that one. When he's done, he comes out and tells her to close her eyes as he gets dressed. He's ready. She's surprised to see he's put on a t-shirt and sweatpants instead. Again, this is all concocted in your little mind, lady. She questions about his date. The date she hates that she's helping him for, since she finally got the courage to talk to him after pining after him for forever. Go figure. He says, "You expect me to go on a date like this?" As he grabs her hand and brings it to his hard dick. Like, what is this? He says he wanted to bend her over since they were in Core's bathroom. He asks if she would have let him, if she spilled his drink on purpose. He asks if this is a game for her. And I thought it was going sexy for a minute, but then it like made a rapid turn again because I'm getting whiplash over here. And he was like, is it make fun of the boss's weird friend? That took an odd turn, buddy. Kate says no and tells him how wonderful he is. She would know from her stalker tendencies.
So
Yeah.
actually, this is not an episode of Law and Order. This is an episode of Dateline.
Spencer says he needs a minute, that he's overwhelmed, and he leaves the room to go to his home office. 30 minutes later, and he's still pretty worked up. His friend Ren texts asking where he is because did you forget, buddy? Like, he tells him rain check and to enjoy both dates himself because that happens. He
Well, Ren
assures,
is probably happy from what I can gather, and he probably will definitely enjoy both dates.
all
I don't
right,
know.
but what about the women? I don't know. But he assures Ren that he's okay, just that something came up. Then he hears the television turn on in the other room. And he goes to find Kate, who's sitting on his couch watching a Christmas movie. She tells him she sent his clothes to the cleaners, and he says thanks and says confusingly that he thought she left. Yeah, buddy, because that would have made sense. I would have called an Uber by now. 30 minutes, he just trapped himself in his room. But he asks her if she's hungry, and she says yes. He makes her a pasta dish, but she questions the freshness of his shrimp,
Why? Just shut the fuck
especially
up.
since he said he was defrosting it. Yeah. He tells her it's not expired, and she says that he sure knows how to sweep a girl off her feet. And Spencer asks if she's swept off her feet. She says that she has been since she first laid eyes on him. Then she tells him to kiss her. There's an aggressive amount of daddy in this in the form of Poppy that makes me question why we didn't force Angie to read this with us. Just saying. I was not here for it, and I did not include any of that because no thank you.
It's fine.
Anywho,
That's like the last book that had a lot of daddy in it. I just skipped over it.
yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I
there's a
choose
lot
what I
of
talk
Poppy in
about.
there.
There we go. I Poppy.
Absolutely
No,
fucking not.
thank you. That's what she did. It was so creepy.
I'm aware.
Anywho, Spencer kisses her. They break apart so he can finish cooking. When the food is ready, Kate asks if she can feed him. Just keeps escalating. Spencer sits down and she straddles his lap and brings him a forkful of food. Spencer grabs Kate by the hair and kisses her hard. He tells her it's not too late to stop this. Stop
Stop
what?
what? Same brain, same brain.
I'm glad we were on the same page with this. I gotta be honest. I did not go into this planning to be this fresh, but I have been fresh today, and I probably should have known that ahead of time, but I have been spicy. She tells him she wants that. She always has. And he tells her if she stays, she should know that she will be his, and he keeps what belongs to him. She tells him that she's in love with him
Okay, I saw that coming.
because he's in
Cause
love
she,
with the stalker. You look like an alien. And that
please
she
take me
has
from this earth.
and that she has loved him from afar for 6 months.
No fucking shit.
That's why she saves all his trash. He kisses her as she yanks his pants down, palming him. He pulls her open. Nope. He pulls her.
He
He
pulls her
pull
open.
just like zoop because she's not real. She's like she's unzipped her
Well,
people suit. She unzipped her
bruh.
person suit.
Yeah.
He pulls open her shirt and plays with her nipples. Then he pushes up her skirt and fingers her, and then pulls her down on top of him so that she can ride him. After they're done, they clean up and shower before heading to bed, and Spencer asks Kate if she will go with him to watch Amari perform for the school holiday play. She says yes. Then, just like that, we get an epilogue. They are just finished watching Amari play and are telling him what a wonderful job he did. When Spencer and Kate are back at Spencer's, he gives her a key and asks her to move in. She says yes. They say they love each other, and that's the whole book. It was shorter than we expected, but you know what? It gave us the chance to talk about something else that we did recently. I'm going to share something right now that I probably shouldn't share, but I'm going to. I have a teenage son, as some of you, most of you probably know. But this teenage son of mine loves cheesy Hallmark movies, like cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies, I should say. Sorry. Loves cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies, like, loves them. And so now that, like, the other channels have been making and the other apps have been making their own versions, like Netflix has all their cheesy holiday movies, he needs to watch them all every season. So once Thanksgiving happens, we dive into them and watch them. And we have to catch up on the new movies of the season. And one of the new movies this season is called Hot Frosty. We were watching all the trailers to see what we should start with. And I had to immediately tell Crystal all about it because I was like, is somebody from Netflix on a little too much book talk or something? Because they made a movie about a snowman coming to life
Yeah.
to be in a relationship with a woman,
Yeah.
like a sentient snowman.
Yeah.
And so we said, well, we obviously have to watch it and talk about it. So Crystal and I watched Hot Frosty on Netflix, and we're going to talk
Yep.
about it. Do you want to do our ratings and stuff for the book first? Or you want to save all that for the end?
Let's do that first because then we will
Separate
forget.
things. Okay.
Yeah.
So, who was your favorite character in the Billionaire Touch? Mine was Core for getting the fuck out of there and out of that
There it
situation.
is. On it.
Who was
Same.
your least favorite character?
Pick a character.
Mine was Kate for probably creating this entire thing in her head.
Yeah, this woman is insane. Amazon gives us a 4.2 and Goodreads a 4.1. We
How,
are about to tank the ratings.
how many ratings are there?
Literally not a lot. 37 and 29.
Oh, we're gonna be bad, aren't we? We're gonna be so naughty. What did you
Just
rate
so
this
you know,
book?
just so you know, this came out in 2021.
Well, what did you rate this Fever Dream?
Well, I hadn't rated it yet.
I didn't either. I was saving it because I couldn't.
I feel
Every time I thought about it, I felt like I was being mean.
I feel like I need to give it, oh God. I don't know. I'm gonna be so mean.
It's after Christmas. We can be a Grinch.
I want to give it a 1.5.
I was actually going to
Mhm.
give it a 2. So I am actually just like floored that I think this might be the first time this year that you have rated below me.
I think there's been a couple of them
Have
that I've
there?
rated below
Oh,
you. Yeah.
okay.
But this might be
The lowest.
the lowest book I've had all year. I don't know though. I would have to go back through and realize it.
No, I
We
think
need to
I
keep
might have
better
done a
track of our
1.5.
ratings.
Going into the new year, we should, you know what? That
Add
thingy I
it to our
made go.
spreadsheet.
I should probably maybe keep a chart or something, or like a going list or something, or like a tally or something. We
You
could keep like
understand?
we could keep like a tally of stars, like, and like keep a, okay, like 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, and we could have tallies going. We could have spice rating tallies.
We could do that.
Anywho, yeah, I was gonna give it a 2. I don't know why. I guess I could go lower. I just,
If
it
you're
was a
feeling
book.
the two, it's okay.
It was a book.
It
Um,
had words.
it did have words. The words formed sentences. The sentences
Sure.
formed paragraphs. The paragraphs formed pages. There weren't an aggressive amount of errors.
Yeah.
I think for that alone, like there weren't an aggressive amount. I found a couple, but there weren't an aggressive amount. And it could have been longer. So thank goodness for that. I don't know. I don't know where it's a 2 for me. Maybe I'm just feeling nice.
Okay.
Cucumber.
Bitch, I don't even know.
I'm also giving it a 2. There
Yeah.
was something.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing. It wasn't really anything. Maybe a 1.5.
Yeah.
You too. Yeah. Survivability. I would not have stalked him, so I would have been just fine.
Have been fine because I'm not psychotic like that.
Yeah.
I don't collect tissues. Anyway, so that's that book. Cool. Moving on.
Moving on.
Um,
Hot Frosty. I need to preface literally everything that's about to come out of my mouth with I do not find himbos charming or endearing.
and
That
I
is personally a hell no for me. So I want you all to know that, spoiler alert, I am going to rate this movie the same thing I just rated this book.
I personally have fucked a lot of himbos. So like, here's the thing. They're
He
not my
wasn't even
favorite
that
either.
cute.
No, his face was not that attractive to
No,
me personally.
me either.
It was interesting.
And they fawned all over him, telling what a 10 he was. He wasn't even that cute. So, this lady has been in a slump ever since her husband died years ago of cancer. And she's just been kind of slumping, living her life, doing whatever. And this couple from this consignment store wants to kind of give her a little nudge and gives her this scarf. Well, she is like walking home, and she's walking through this sculpture competition, snow sculpture competition that's going on in her town. And she's looking at all the snowmen that people have made. And she notices they all have like hats and scarves and stuff, except for one, who's this like chiseled,
Who
built
built this snowman
Adonis of a man,
and
snowman,
gave him nipples?
very erect nipples. It was cold,
Yeah.
but she probably thought he was very cold, so she gave him the scarf because he was the only one without a scarf. And then she took a picture because it looked cool. So then she went home on her merry way. But apparently, some kind of combination between putting the scarf on him and taking a picture of him awakened this
It's a
man.
magic scarf
Yes.
because Frosty the Snowman.
Right.
There's no top hat, magical top hat. It's just a scarf. But here's the thing. This man comes to live. This man comes to
Well,
life and he's naked.
because he was naked in the snow.
I'm aware of that.
So that's why
So
he's
who
naked.
is building a naked statue man of a I
It was
just
it was probably the old woman from the consignment store.
honestly, it was probably all of the fucking old women in this goddamn town because they are thirsty. Honestly, the old woman
So
who when the old couple stumbled upon him, that old woman was the fucking most hilarious person because her husband was like, "Oh my god," and she goes, trying to look.
so basically, this man is dumb as fucking rocks because he was literally just created out of snow and born. So he has no concept of anything. He can somehow speak and walk and everything, but he has no literal knowledge of anything. He's like a tiny toddler, and which does not do it for me. No, thank you. It's cute when it's like Ice Planet Barbarians and they're learning because they are intelligent of their own right, and they are trying to learn another culture, another species, another language. And that is wholesome and cute. This man being afraid of a TV, not wholesome, not cute. None of that was cute for me. You know what also was not cute? I just want to point this out right now. Somebody should be fired on Netflix because I don't know who the fuck whitewashed this fucking movie, but literally the only person of color was the villain.
There was a couple people of color in the
Who?
story. There was the lady couple, like later on in the movie. There was another couple.
You mean one side character that we saw on screen for a
Yeah.
minute? I don't have a problem with that guy. I just had a problem with
Yeah. No, 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 I get it.
the immense amount of who, where, trying
Eh.
to think. Oh, I did appreciate though the Mean Girls reference because
I had to rewind it, and Grace caught it. Well, like I was like, hold on a second, there's a Mean Girls reference right in here. It was so fucking funny. So the lady is watching, the TV pops on, and a movie's playing, and it's Lindsay Lohan, and
which
she's like,
actually I've watched that movie. It's from a
"Have
couple
you?"
of years. It's her I think 2022 or 2021 Christmas movie that she did where she gets amnesia and this people at this inn take care of her.
And she goes, "Oh, that looks like a girl from my high school."
And so the main
Oh,
character
by
is
the way,
Gretchen
yeah,
Wieners.
yes, yeah,
She's
Gretchen
trying to make
Wieners.
fetch happen. So that
I
was
just,
cool, but I was just not here for the himbo. And it was forced.
it was something. So I also have a teenage child, but I have a teenage daughter. So it's so funny because like she had no idea about these cheesy Christmas movies because I don't watch them.
Really?
I'm not a
So
big fan.
he turned out this way because when we would visit my grandmother over the holidays, my grandmother's one of those people who has the TV going 24/7. And
Yeah,
so when we would visit her anytime in November or December, she would always have like the Hallmark channel playing and it would
that
just be
makes
on
sense.
all the time. So
That makes
he
sense.
would just find
But
himself invested. And I used to roll my eyes at it because I was like, dude, what the fuck are you watching these cheesy movies for? But he gets so into them that I go with it now. And I just do it with him and it's cute.
yeah, she has never really watched them. So we were watching it together as I was bleaching her hair yesterday. So we would, as I'm like putting the stuff in, I have the movie going because I told her, I was like, look, I gotta watch this movie, blah, blah, blah. She knew the premise because I showed her the TikTok that I sent you about this
Oh
movie.
no.
And she goes, what? What the heck? And so as we're watching it, then I'd have to pause it because like I was waiting for her hair. Do you want to tell Ariel your thoughts on this movie? Come sit. I don't care. This is fine. As long as you're okay with this being recorded in like in the universe.
Okay.
Cool. Hop spot.
Hello. What
You
did
don't have
you
to
think
sit
of
really
Hot
close. You can talk. You
Santa?
can just talk.
I don't know. I thought I wasn't suspecting it at all. I don't know what was gonna happen.
You didn't know what you were gonna watch, but you weren't thinking
Nope.
it was gonna be that?
I got a little hint of what it might
That
be,
guy was
but
a
I was
dummy,
like,
huh?
I said he reminded me like a dog and a child.
So, for the
Like a
record,
golden retriever.
we don't date children. That's icky. Did you like it though?
It was, I don't know.
Would you watch another one?
I don't know.
Solid. What would you rate this out of five?
Honestly, I don't even know what I would do. Like, I don't even know. I don't know.
All right.
Uh, it's too hard.
Okay.
What are your favorite parts?
Honestly, I don't even know what my favorite part was, but I don't. I think it was the part where he said that he loved her, but then she's like, no, you don't. It's just them going back and forth saying, I love you. No, you don't. That's probably like, it was so. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Okay. You can give it back to your mom if you want.
Okay. Bye. You didn't think it was super cheesy? It's cheesy. Says it was cheesy.
She didn't know. She didn't know anything. She's like, I don't know. I'm like, you don't want to talk about it, do you?
She said, I told her, I'm like, do you want to? And she said, yeah. And then
I
she sat
know,
down
but
and
then I think she had, the oh wait, this is recording and I have to talk on the microphone.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it's cheesy as fuck.
Yeah.
Can we please give Gretchen Wieners actual movies? I think
So
all
she
she
is in
does now,
all the holiday
that's the
season
thing,
movies
that's all
now.
she does.
Yeah.
And that was like, there's another actress who like does them mostly. She is the one that is like the most of them though now, but like, can
Because
we
it
just
used to be Candace Cameron's or whatever her name is from,
oh yeah.
but she went radical and now people don't really use
Well,
her
so
right
now she's only on I think her brother's stuff because he does
and
a bunch of shit. Yeah.
some like hardcore Hallmark, like
Uh
religious stuff.
yep.
But they've moved on to a less controversial in Gretchen Wieners.
Yeah. Yeah. Then like the cancer with the husband and the I just Grace was like a little impressed with how fast he learned things. Like cuz all he did is watch TV and like
Yep.
she thought some of those moments were kind of sweet and they were kind of sweet. I thought that the him giving her the snowflake
That
pendant
he bought with her credit card.
that and when he opens it the box glows. Oh, the moment that fucking got me was when they went shopping because it was clearly a moment out of Pretty Woman, but for him, when she like opened the thing and then she snapped it shut, I'm like, bro, come on, no, please stop.
Yep.
While playing the song Pretty Woman.
Right.
Like,
They did it. Yeah, it was definitely on purpose.
yeah, so it was cheesy as hell.
What would you rate this movie?
Bro, I don't even know. I would rate it higher than a 2. I had some parts that I would go with a 3. But there were some parts that I enjoyed. Like I had a good time in some of it, but some of it
Yeah,
was just
the
so
himbo is just
over the
what ruins
top.
it for me. So a 2
Got
for me.
you. Honestly, it didn't bother me that much.
Well, anywho, if you have enjoyed any of this year with us, any of the books that we have read, any of the fun times that we have had, that we hope that you will join us next year in 2025. And we will be beginning the year once we start episodes again with a brand new wheel. And if you would like to be a part of that, you can always send us suggestions, whether that is on TikTok, Instagram, through comments of your listening platforms like Spotify, YouTube, Apple, wherever you listen. Email us anything. Make sure you share, like, subscribe, rate, and
All the fun things.
we'll see you in 2025. Thanks for spending 2024 with us, and make sure to keep reading.
And keep it smutty.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.